Welcome back to the studio. We're here with Melissa Robson, and she is one of the associate executive directors. Right, I got the title right. So welcome, Melissa, and you're going to bring us up to date as what's going on in Green Spring.
Yes,
right?
Good morning.
Good
Thank
morning.
you very much for having me here today. My sidekick, Brad, is not here with me today because he is orienting and welcoming our new resident life director,
Wonderful.
Tricia Hawkins.
Wonderful.
So Tricia starts with us today. It's her first day, and he'll bring you more information about her in the future. And yeah, just a couple of updates, but also some comments. I think you guys were enjoying some information from our 20th anniversary celebration. And again, I would say Night on the Town was such a wonderful experience for our residents and for me as well. I really had the opportunity to enjoy getting to meet residents and serve residents and just partake in the wonderful celebration. It's an incredible journey to learn in my orientation about Green Spring, and it's just wonderful. Couple of things today. One is in regards to the bistro, which I know you heard from Jason a lot about. But again, we're entering our third week with the bistro and our pilot around serving dinner and our new menu. And I think I heard you comment about the comment cards, which are incredibly important.
Yes.
I had the pleasure of meeting with several residents the first night and the first couple of nights 2 weeks ago. And the cards are very important to us as we work through the kinks. So please keep those coming so we can be better tomorrow than we are today with that initiative. There are multiple projects going on the campus, as you know, from refreshes to programs at Village Square as well as at Town Center as we look to move things around in the near future and redesign some of the clubhouses. Last week, I had the pleasure of partnering with Chandra at Village Square here, where we were doing the Village Square Roadshow, which was strictly focused on the new furnishings for Village Square and the refresh that we're doing here, which should start in the beginning of 2019. Those projects need to start so we can enable other projects that need to happen at Town Center. So lots of different things going on in 2019, starting with Village Square, and simultaneously some things going on at Town Center as well. So I look forward to sharing more information with you in the future meetings about those particular projects. My Erickson is a project many of you know I'm leading for Green Spring. My Erickson is the new application in which you can use on your smartphone or your PC or your tablet that will give you information about what's going on campus here at Green Spring. If any of you or if many of you have the smartphone, I would encourage you to go ahead to the App Store and download my Erickson app.
Oh, it's already on there.
You can download the app on the App Store. You can sign in as a guest, and you can look at what's going on in the other communities and see what's to come here at Green Spring. Currently, I'm working with our content user group, which is our group that's here on campus of our team members who will be helping to deploy my Erickson here, but also really the content that will be loaded onto my Erickson. We have our own experts here on staff that will be working with me to get that all loaded. Our goal is to really launch the whole program here at Green Spring in the first quarter of 2019. And what we will be doing is hosting some different events where our residents can come and they can actually get their user code and create a password, and then they'll be able to sign on. And we have resident experts that'll be early adopters who will be doing the training for our residents. So we'll be having residents do resident-to-resident training on how to best use the app and how to get the most out of the information you want.
Okay. Well, now will the I don't even know what they're called because I don't particularly use them, but like the menu option, all of this kind of thing, will that all be included
yes,
within
that'll be
that?
on there, which is why I would encourage any resident who has a smartphone, if you'd like to, or even a tablet, you can go and you can download the app, and it's called My Erickson. When you download the app, you can push the app and open it up, and you can see a multitude of other communities and what they're doing. So you could look at Riderwood, you could look at Ashby Ponds, you could look at any one of them other than us, because we're not officially launched yet.
Okay.
But you can look at the other communities as a guest, and you can look and see what's posted there. They have the menus, they have my nutrition, they have activities. They have a whole host of things that are posted there that as a guest you can look at, which is really unique with this app, because your family members or others, once we're up, can look as a guest and see information to see when they might want to come and have dinner with you.
Oh.
They can come and see what activities are going on. They can see a multitude of things that are open to guests to see. However, what's important is the privacy of our residents. So only residents who live in the community who have a password and have the ability to log on can see private information.
Oh.
Can see how many meal swipes you might have left. You'll be able to see my nutrition on there. You'll be able to see how to get a hold of another resident. You'll be able to see how to get a hold of me, different directories, etc. So that's private information that only residents who have a password and a code to
Sounds
get in
like it could be very
use.
useful.
Correct, correct. So we're very excited
Yes.
about the launch of it. Lots of work to be done, but I think it'll be very efficient for our residents and give them another
like
way
it
to
will
get
be.
information.
Might encourage a few more people to get a smartphone. Since so many of us who have smartphones, that's about the only way we communicate
Right.
anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. So I think that's probably all for me. Any questions I can answer?
No, I don't think so. I just, but it's always, one thing I was wondering about, have they been able to start moving into the New Garden Ridge area?
They have not started moving in yet. We are currently doing training for our staff. Everything is ready for us and preparing ourselves for us to move our residents. The residents will start moving in the middle of January, and we'll be moving our memory care residents first. And then we'll start to work through different weeks of moving the other assisted living residents over there. We had the survey last week from the state for licensure last week for 3 days, so that was successful and is moving forward.
Good.
We're working through the training. That's the next phase of it, and making sure that we're prepared with supplies and the training of our staff in order to be moving forward in January. I believe there's some tours scheduled for this month for
Okay.
different tour groups here on campus, different committees, as well as residents who might want to take a tour. And I believe that they're also filming a virtual tour so that
nice.
you could see it online, or it may be here on Channel 6.
Good. What's the status on the elevator here in Town Center?
The elevator
In Village Square.
Village Square, we're hoping that it'll be up by the end of this month.
Wonderful.
We've run into some challenges with some of the parts that needed to be ordered and some additional things that were on back order, but nothing that can't be course corrected, with the hopes of making its grand entrance, I'm hoping, by Christmas.
Very good. Very good. Only a month or two late. But the weather had, I think, a lot to do with
The
that.
weather has been challenging for lots of different reasons for this year, but hopefully we'll be delivering it as as a early Christmas gift, or Santa will be delivering it to us for Christmas.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in and bringing
you.
us up to date.
Thank you.
Okay.